shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the... '25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Lance able to find Mostert.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Lance now on first down.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
To throw again on second down.
Lance. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Lance looks to throw again.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharp. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Trey Sermon,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2nd down and 4.
To throw is Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
The Lance's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Raheem Mostert.
His 9th touchdown of the dozen. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gould with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
Let's see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Play action. Stafford. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down.
Lance.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mostert.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And it'll be intercepted.
Able to get there and pick it. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Stafford's throw taken in here by Jackson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And he's got this down to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 89 yards.
And the 49ers open the lead up to 34-0.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Down right around the 25.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw it.
Steps away to his left. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Here's Mostert.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. And Gold is able to put it through.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Here's Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the draw is Sermon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Niners, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3.